All right, good morning, folks. Many of you may not be aware, but around the Washington, D.C. area tonight, we had a lot of COG aircraft up. That's continuity of government. The U.S. Army was up, the U.S. Air Force was up, the U.S. Coast Guard, the U.S. Park Police, the Maryland State Police, and Fairfax City Police had uh, their bird up as well. They were flying in and around Washington, D.C. It wasn't actually a COG mission because they didn't land at the Capitol, although one aircraft did fly all the way out to Mount Weather.
With a touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Just taking a low with a touchdown. Out.
So what we've done is we are streaming on our Rumble platform, and we are restreaming from Rumble here onto YouTube because we have been picking up a lot of strange things that have been happening today. We have picked up the fact that the U.S. was flying surveillance aircraft next to Belarus. That was a very unusual flight path. Also up next to Kaliningrad. We've had P-8 anti-submarine aircraft flying over the Baltic Sea. We've had a lot of emergency action message traffic that you're going to hear even more of here in just a moment.
This is Signal with a touch count. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is Signal with a touch count. Out.
Sigonella's right here. So there's a lot going on here this evening. And, well, we wanted to make sure that you guys were aware of it. The U.S. has already advised other NATO countries and allied countries that the U.S. is preparing to take military action. And so some of you are familiar with the fact of we have here at the KLW World News headquarters, we have what is called the Big One, which is our antenna that is 270 feet long, just 30 feet shy of, or 10 yards shy of a football field long. And so we normally monitor just one frequency, and that is 11175 on it. And then we also monitor two software defined radios out of Europe. The right channel is 11175, and the left channel is 8992. And so we normally monitor that for you guys with 11175 from the big one being mono. But because of all of the things that are going on, we have modified how the big one works. And what we've done is we've taken the top EAM emergency action frequencies, or emergency action message frequencies, and loaded them into the software defined radio. We have taken all of the frequencies from Andrews Air Force Base that they operate on the HFGCS and put them into the radio. We've taken all of the frequencies that they use in the UK for EAMs and digital transmissions. We've put those into the radio, and all of the EAM frequencies for the HFGCS that they use in Puerto Rico, and we've programmed them into the system as well. So we have all of the frequencies that are scanning up here. You can see them digitally here, what the frequency is. This is the frequency list. And over here, it's showing that it's scanning, and anytime it stops, it will put the name of the military base. Oh yeah, also we have all of the frequencies from Moffett as well. So you'll see those come up here. So that's what we've done for you guys. The chat is for the members. If you're not a member, please consider joining. It's only like $4 or something, $3.99 a month. It's not much. But that helps keep KLW World News on the air because we don't do ads. So our broadcasts are 100% ad free as far as I know. Anyway, with that, I want to thank you guys for being here, all of you who are in the chat. We're going to leave this up for you so that you guys can see all of this. I'm half tempted to, I don't know if I can do that or not. Well, maybe I'll see if I can work that out tomorrow. But there's a possibility that I may be able to do this in 4K over here and stream it out in 4K so you guys can see it that way. Actually, let me see if I can do that. Stand by. That's possible. No, I would have to reconfigure the whole server to do that. So it won't let me do that. So this is the best you're going to get. Sorry, guys. So anyway, there is a lot going on. And we're going to monitor 89092, 11175, plus the 20 frequencies or 30 frequencies that I have listed here. So if anything happens in the US or the UK, it'll show up on here. So enjoy. Oh, and by the way, we are funded now. So if you like the content, hit us with a super chat. Oh, also, Venezuela moved more missiles to the beach today. They moved S-125s to east of Caracas up on the shore of the Caribbean Sea. So there are now even more air defense systems there. Also, the folks in Venezuela said that they now have 5,000 shoulder-fired air defense missiles to fire at U.S. aircraft should U.S. aircraft come into Venezuela. And I've made this for anybody that wants to come in and be a member. So I just took off subscriber mode only. So Merry Christmas. And mods, smoke anybody that gets out of hand.
This is Outbase with a test count. Testing 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. This is Outbase with a test count. Out.
The blackouts in Moscow are because of storm shadows and long-range drones from Ukraine. So what I'm talking about has nothing to do with the blackouts in Russia. Yeah, doing well, Nick. Hope you're doing well as well. So we'll see if our numbers go up here now that we've been nice enough to open up the chat. Yeah, guns up. We're going to see how well it goes. Howdy, David. Spade. Raymond's here to smoke people. Big Hoss is here. You know I had a rabbit named Big Hoss, don't you? He was 4 feet long, weighed 35 pounds. They could, Brent. They could. We're expecting them to go at any time. That's why we've got this feed up. So it's absolutely crazy what YouTube is saying. Numbers are all over the place. I think it's more to do with the situation in Venezuela. That's why you see I have the map of the Caribbean up, and I have frequencies that they'll use in the U.S., Europe, at Moffett Air Force Base, and the frequencies for Puerto Rico. It's getting close to firing up. But I wouldn't fire up the popcorn maker yet, but I definitely have it on the counter with the popcorn and the butter standing by. Support at KLW World News, Carrie. Support at klwworldnews.com. I don't have anything to do with that at all. So you have to contact support for that. Sure thing. For those of you who are not members of KW World News, now would be the time to join. Get your arse over there. Yeah, Night Owl, appreciate it. Aren't you? Are you a subscriber here yet? You should be. The way you can get here. KLWworldnews.com. Yeah, KLWworldnews.com. JF26, what is that? Rabbits are good. They're outside now because it's cooler. Well, you need to trade in your bingo card. There you go, Zep. Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on, JF. Looks like people are starting to catch on now. We got 93 in here. Yes, Nick, we were the first ones to cover. In fact, we were predicting it for 6 months before they did it. Everybody said we were wrong. Everybody said we had no idea what we were talking about. People said I was crazy, and I was like, well, that may be true, but that doesn't mean that Russia is not going to invade Ukraine. And well, sure as shit, they did. We've been covering it ever since. Oh, come on, Dave. I don't believe that for a second. You think telling the world that you have 5,000 Russian missiles helps with U.S. relations? Of course it does. And Dave, it's $5 to join here. Yeah, I was right about it before the rest of the world even knew about it. And YouTube took one of my channels down, said it was false information. When the Russians came across the border and I was streaming that the Russians were attacking and showing video of the Russians attacking the border checkpoints and streaming that live because we had 274 cameras all over Russia and Ukraine and Belarus. When I streamed that out, people reported me for false information, and YouTube took my channel down. Don't know if you guys knew that. I had to stream the whole war on a backup channel because YouTube said that the information I was putting out was fake news. What are you in DFW Unicorn or where are you? Yeah, Nick, I remember you. Yep, so sign up, Dave. Oh yeah, you're not far. I tried to get you to sell me unicorn farts before, but you wouldn't do it. So I don't know. I mean, even though you are a unicorn hustler, but I remember you. Hey, Amos, you have no idea what you're talking about, dude. So go watch somebody else's feed. You don't even know who I am. Oh no, it won't be one and done. Yeah, you can't do it in one and done. It's going to have to be a carried on event. One and done won't do it. No, Amos, go play your video game. You have no idea who I am. Mr. Candy Crush. Yeah, the Amos. What an idiot. Who thinks Amos is an idiot? Put Amos is an idiot in the chat if you think Amos is an idiot. Idiot. Yep, idiot. There you go. See, Amos, you're an idiot. Go back and play your Candy Crush. It'll be worse than the Yemen bombings. Yep, Glenn's. I'm with you there, buddy. I'll take idiot for 1,000, and you would win. Nick says, on the news here tonight, they said the U.S. Navy ships were coming sometime next week to Trinidad and Tobago. There's actually already been U.S. ships down there, so I guess there must be some different ones than the ones I've already seen there. No, unicorn. It's an idiot magnet, not a weird magnet. It's an idiot magnet. Yeah, it's about drug cartels. Well, it's about drug cartels and the fact that those drug cartels are teaming up with Russia, China, Iran, Hamas, and Hezbollah to attack the United States. Uh, Unicorn, you should have clown faces there next to the magnet. Yes, asymmetric warfare. I used to use the term idiot too, so that's why I laughed. I could cut this down. Hold on, because it's doesn't really do any good for me to stream it out at 4K when it's not coming to me in 4K. So hold on, I'm going to reset this real quick. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, I'm back. So that should have fixed it. Let's see if it did. There we go. I'm back, right? 1141. Yeah. Yeah, we're doing well. All right. Well, welcome, folks. Hope all is well. I don't know why it keeps telling me that the video resolution is that, because when I go into the settings, video, I've got it downscaled to 1080. So sure, Nick, you got my email address? Are you on X? What I ought to do is, yes, this is a new channel because YouTube has taken down all of our other channels. And this is the only one that they have monetized for us in the last, I think, almost 10 years. They demonetized us 10 years ago, and this year they sent us an email and offered to monetize us after a decade. So we've decided to come back over here, and now we are raising our fans, and we have a membership, which is like $3 or $4. Who knows how much the membership here is? I don't even know. What is it? $3, $4, something like that. Um, anyway, so is it when it actually hits the fan, we don't have to deal with trolls in the chat like Amos that was in here a little while ago, that idiot. So we will do members only chat. Yeah, $3.99. Who can't afford that? So and we're doing that $3.99 not because we're trying to get rich, because nobody gets rich off $3.99. I'm sorry, but that doesn't happen. We're doing that $3.99 not to try to get rich, but to weed out the idiots like Amos. Yeah, you're right about that, Coach. But well, $8 in New Zealand. Well, I don't know anything about that. So, what's minimum wage in New Zealand, or do you have minimum wage? Shoot me dead. There you go. You're not verified then, Nick. Sure thing, Tammy. Yeah, see, 25 for adults. I don't know what minimum wage in the U.S. is, but it's a lot less than that. In fact, I was doing work on a farm here a couple of years ago, and I was making a whopping $13 an hour, which is basically half of your minimum wage. So, $8 ain't much. Yeah, 725, 735, either way. Yeah, that's nothing. So $8 for you ain't diddly. That's like $8 for you is 20 minutes worth of work for a month of my show. Imagine that. How many people do I need to make what you make? So let's see, it would be three an hour. I'd need 120. I need 480 people. I got $1 an hour when I was a teenager. That gives you an idea how freaking old I am. I remember when minimum wage was $3.17 an hour. Yeah, roger that. And could cruise all night on that. You got that right. I remember when gas was 50 cents a gallon. Yeah, 315. And I loved it when it went to 315. Yeah, my first job was $1 an hour. I made $1 an hour. I made $40 a week. And I thought I was somebody. You're old but younger than me. Thanks. You're such a kind guy. And y'all are aging at $2 an hour. I see how you do me. I see how you do me. 1988. My God. I'm wondering if, well, no, that's not going to let me do that. I would have to get a second subscription to do that. But I could do that. You know what? I never thought about that. If I got, yeah, I know, unknown. Yeah, YouTube don't pay for shit, pay worth of shit. Email it to klwworldnews1 at gmail.com. And that's when I say one, that's the number one. Yeah, I don't do fear porn. Got better stuff to do than fear porn. Trying to figure out. Oh, wow. It's being announced that the U.S. is to hunt down and destroy cartels. That's according to Mr. Stewart. Podcasts. I wonder if I should do a podcast. I've never really done one. I guess I kind of do a podcast now. I don't know. Oh, wow. I'm going to make a fortune off of YouTube this month. $627 for the whole month. That's $150 a week. Oh, yeah. I'm making a fortune here. Oh, so I got to have other people with me to make. That's what makes it a podcast. I don't even watch podcasts, so you have to have somebody else to make it a podcast. Don't spend it all in one place. Well, that'd be kind of hard. that that won't even pay the loan payment on the van. Yep. In fact, that won't. The only thing that will pay is my water bill. That won't do the electric bill. That won't do the house payment. That won't do the insurance payment. That won't do the van payment. It won't do the excavator payment. Yeah, nope. I can pay my water bill with that. Yeah, I could shop at two different Dollar Trees. That would work. But I've got bills to pay first before I go shopping. There you go. Box 22 shells. Uh, interesting. So, oh, there's the short. That's weird. Oh, here's the other one. Let's see. All right, Wildcat, welcome aboard. Need more members like you. That way, when we go private, you can still chat in here. Yes, gold is crazy. And I'm going to see if there's a way that if there is a way that I don't know why it keeps telling me that my resolution is at 3240 when it's not. But anyway, what I'm going to do tomorrow is all these maps that you see right here, I'm going to buy a second subscription to this, I think. And put that subscription on this server. And then I can put all 4 of these maps into Windows on the server, and I'll be able to stream this out in 4K here on YouTube. How many of you guys have a widescreen TV that you're watching this on anyway? Or have a 4K TV? So how many people, there's 120 in here. How many people have 4K? I want to get rid of this and put Rumble over here. All right, so I got 118 on YouTube and 114 on Rumble. Yeah, you're one. All right, thank you, Nick. Let me see if I can get that and open it. Jamail. When was that? We had a B1B down there. Where the hell is that? Why is that not on my? All right, I got it. Thank you. I wonder why. Oh, that's why. It was at 1748 UTC. Is why we don't see it. All right, thank you, Nick. Yes, Coach. We will. The war coverage. The war coverage we're going to stream here. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to get the EAMs and this map. I want to be able to put this map up in 4K. But I got to figure out how YouTube is going to let me. See, they're talking and it's faint. That's why it's breaking and squelch. But I got to figure out how YouTube is going to let me stream in 4K. Let's see what Open Widget does. The audio stream current bitrate is 0, is lower than the recommended bitrate. We recommend use audio stream bitrate 128 kilobit. Need to change the video resolution. The current resolution is 3480 by 420, which is not supported for this configuration. The expected video format is 1920 by 1080. So if I go into edit here, customization,